When you have found a volunteer project that is so exciting you can't wait to get up and do it, you have found the right project for you. When you can look at it and you're anticipating it and you can smell it and feel it and taste it and hear it, that is the right one for you. The due diligence you do helps you find that project. And let me give you an example of why being passionate about what you're going to go volunteer is so important. I was a co-volunteer with a young woman who had made an exhausting trip from Europe to get to Australia. We were going to be working in a wildlife hospital, and in the literature it said it was a new hospital, and there would be the traditional jobs expected: feeding the wildlife, working with them, cleaning the pens, and construction. I arrived, and there were two young women about the same age, and one had been there for a while and she was working very hard. But the second young woman arrived just about the time I did, and after a couple days I realized she was not working very hard. So I sidled up to her and I said, "So, are you enjoying it?" And she went, and I said, "How come?" And she said, "This is not what I expected." So I dug a little deeper. "Well, what were you expecting?" She said, "Well, I picked this project based on the word construction." I thought, well, that's a strange one to pick a vacation on. I said, "Well, why?" And she says, "Because I thought there'd be lots of young men running around doing construction without their shirts on." Well, now I could tell why she was disappointed. Let me tell you who the team was. Me, somewhere in my 40s. Another young woman from her country at 18. The 60-year-old gentleman who ran the facility and his 50-year-old wife. When you work with wildlife, you're going to be remote. We had no TV reception. We got a weekly ride into town for about an hour. But most importantly, there were no young men running around without their shirts on. I keep emphasizing to people, really be passionate about what you're going to go do, because not only might you be disappointed, your coworkers benefit from that disappointment as well. We were a team of functioning of 3, and one of us was not excited. So just like if you remember that commercial from the 1970s where it was saying a mind is a terrible thing to waste, in my mind, a vacation is a terrible thing to waste. Any vacation, but especially a volunteer vacation.